Hello everyone, and thanks for stopping by to Scrap and Craft with Terry. Today we're going to work on this little project that we had going from before. A little series that really doesn't have a name to it. But that's what we're going to work on today. So if you like my video, I just ask that you give me a thumbs up and check out my other ones. Now today we're going to make a faux envelope. Now today I'll try to make this faux envelope the right way because on my last video I pretty much messed up the whole thing. So we'll give it another whirl today, but it's going to have a little twist to it. I've never made one like this before. I'm going to add pockets to it. So I'm starting out with a piece of paper that is 4 inches wide by 10¼ inches long. Now you could make this however wide or however narrow you want it, however long you want it. When I tried with the 6 inch by 12 inch, well, that just didn't work at all. So I'm going to fold this. I kind of thought it out in advance. I'm going to fold this at about 2½ inches and 5¼ I guess. So I'm just going to kind of crease it back this way, and then we can turn it around. Try to make sure that your edges are lined up pretty good. So I left a space between here and this one so we would have room for folding it, because the whole thing will be for writing, so we don't have to worry about the writing part. And then this is going to be my flap. Now I'm going to do the same thing I did the other day. I'm just going to kind of fold it this way a little bit. And I'm just going to make a little pinch here in the center. And that's where we're going to start folding down at. Okay, so I'm going to fold these back up, and I have a little bit of a gap between my top flap and my pocket. So that gives me a little room for folding. Let me get this lined up here better. Gives me a little room for folding. And there is our envelope. I don't know why I had so much trouble on the last video. I just couldn't understand what the problem was. I just think that it was big and I was just trying to maybe hurry and fold it. I don't know. So I can go back and I can erase these little lines. Now this is just single-sided, so I just kind of went over it a little bit with my ink just to tone down the white a little bit. It's still light enough that you can write on it. So now I think down here at the bottom I want to round these corners just a little bit, and then I'll just ink it a little bit on both sides. I put this white paper down so you could see. Now I think I'm going to go back over and ink these. Just gives it like a little bit of this is where the fold lines are thing. just kind of highlights it a little bit. And I think it looks good that way. Now, if I fold this up, I crease this, then I could probably ink that part too, just to show that that's there. Okay, so we're going to glue our flaps down. And how is everyone doing? I have to erase that pencil marker. That's going to drive me nuts. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully everyone is good. It's a little bit warmer outside today. Tomorrow we're supposed to be back down in the 60s. But I like 60s better than I like 80s. Okay, so that'll fold up like that. That'll fold down like that. Now, I want to have my writing space in here, but I also want to add a pocket. And then we'll have a little card in here for journaling. So we'll have 2 spaces for writing. In just a second, I'll tell you about how big these pockets are. And I rounded the corners. So there's 3 pockets. That is 3 3/8 by there we go, 2 1/4. But you would make yours to fit where you would make yours to fit your spot. All right, now I'm going to put one. I have to remember this now. I'm going to have one back here. I'm going to have one here. And this is just kind of going to blend right in with this, and I think that'll be pretty cool. Oops, let me wipe this off. I don't want the white part showing. I would prefer to have this part showing instead. So it just kind of blends in with the background. But I kind of like that. I don't mind at all. And then now when I fold this one up, this is going to be the front. I'm going to have this pocket here. So, kind of like, it's almost going to be like a hidden pocket. I'm going to have it up just a little bit. But it'll kind of blend in a little bit. If it looks like I think it's going to look, sometimes it doesn't just look like you think it's going to, but I think it'll be good. So I'm just going to set it up in there somewhere, and we're just not going to worry about it. Should have been over this way, I think, barely. I think I have to crease this down again. Keeps going off to the side. So that'll close like that. But it's not actually going to be hidden, I guess, because I'm going to have some lace on here. So, yeah, whatever. That'll be okay. So our last pocket is going to go back here. So if you want to glue your faux envelope in, you won't be able to put a back pocket on it. If you want to just stick it in a pocket, then you can put the pocket on the back. So when we open it up, we'll have a pocket and a pocket, writing space and a pocket. Then we can fold it up, close it, and turn it over, and we have a pocket. How cool is that? I never made a faux envelope with pockets. So, well, we can decorate the pockets, then we'll do the tags. So, on this one, because it's a little bit wider, I'm going to put this. Let me cap up this glue, and I'll switch to my other glue. I went to the Dollar Tree. I went to 2 Dollar Trees, actually, and they don't have my lace. And, you know, since they're raising these prices and putting all this other stuff in these Dollar Tree stores, they're just not the same. Dollar Tree used to be a fun store to go into, especially to get some craft stuff. That's mainly what I went there for. But oops. But I'm almost over it. To me, they just ruined the store. They have red dots all over everything, which means no, you're not going to get it for a very cheap price anymore. Okay, I'm going to trim these off because I only want it on the pocket. So I have one more Dollar Tree that I can go check out. And hopefully I'll be able to find some more of that. But on this project, we're just going to use the narrower lace. So I used this same lace here. I just cut it in half. So that's what we're doing. Oh look, and my glue is going wild. Wow. I think this is the right side. So I'm kind of like trying to do like I did the other ones, add the crocheted lace on top of the other one. This is the only spool of the narrower that I have too, so if I run out before I finish this project, we'll have to use something else. Now I'm going to turn, and then I'm going to put on here, beautiful, because, you know, everything we make is beautiful. And this glue is going bonkers. I don't understand the problem here. Okay, so now we'll open this one up. And I'm just going to put it across the center. This glue is going from one extreme to the next now. I think that paper towel's about had it. So, what's everyone making, or what's everyone working on? Had a bunch of running around to do again today, so I didn't get started as soon as I wanted to, but I guess better late than never. I generally don't have quite so much running around to do on that, but boy, this last week really has been awful busy. I'm ready for it to slow down a little bit. Okay, so there's that one. Then we'll do this. Oh, wait a minute, I gotta put my word on there. Believe. I'm thinking about gems, but I'm not sure. It might make the envelope too bulky. Like a little gem on each side. But we'll have to wait and see. Oh, I'm throwing everything around now. I think this is the right way. Sometimes it's just really, really hard to tell. And I'm hoping I'm getting these all on straight. All right, and then on this one, we're going to put blessed. So the theme of these words all run about the same. And they were what was in line on my word paper. So that's what I chose. Now let's see what else. We have one more here. This one's way long because I cut this one with that one. Just seems so quiet in here. It's not hot today, so we don't have the air conditioning running and just not so many noises going on. It's different when it's quiet and the TV's turned down. Okay, so no, one more. Joyous. Sometimes the TV is on just for the noise. I really don't like it when the house is like just dead silent. Okay, so there's our writing space and a pocket and a pocket and a pocket and another pocket. Isn't that cool? I like it. Now let's make our tags. Now I can close this up again and go back to this one. So I did the same thing. I just cut tags out of file folders. This is like 3 and about 3 3/8 by 2 3/4. So that's what all of the tags like this are. That's the size they are. And the mat is about 3 1/8 by just barely over 1 1/2. And again, the mats for the tags are just scraps, because I'm just trying to use them all up. There we go. So we have journaling on the back of these, and I did the same thing as I did on the one pocket. I just did the 1-inch circle punch. I have to make sure I don't go too high with my circles because I don't want them to hang outside of the pocket. Hopefully these fit. Yes, they do. But I should have put it down just a little bit farther. Let me just trim the bottom off a little bit. We'll just round that corner again, ink that up, and see if that's better. Let me run this down through here just to make sure that it's loose enough. Okay, I think that's better. Yeah, that's better. All right, I might have to do that with all of them. Bring that up just a little bit, and if I have to trim the bottom, it won't be quite so close. And I think I'll just go ahead, trim the bottom now, and be done with it. And we'll put this on. So I'm going to finish these last 2, 3, and I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, so this is just a little while later. I had to go off for just a little while, so before I come back on, I wanted to figure out a closure and everything, and I don't know if it's exactly what I want. I would have never guessed it, but I went ahead and finished it up. All I did was use like the baker twine and put it through. My intentions was to use Velcro, and I put this on there, so I couldn't do the Velcro. So I just have that going through there, and it's knotted, and it's just going to come around, and it's just going to hang under there. I could probably put like a little charm on it maybe. So I'll have to see. But we'll just look at it and see what we have done. This is our little tag. That's our little front tag. And we can fold it down for another little side tag with journaling. And then fold it down again with another tag for some more journaling. And we can do all of our journaling on here. And then we'll fold it back up and turn it over, and we have our little back tag for journaling. So all I did while I was off, what did I do? I finished putting the lace and the little words. I went ahead and put the gems on. And I couldn't figure out anything else for here, so they got 3 little gems also. So that's my little faux envelope with pockets. And I think I'll probably add a little gem on this. And if I do, in the next video, or when we get all done and I show it all together, if I've added any little extras, I can show them to you then. So that's my video. I hope you come back to see me for my next video. And everyone have a wonderful day and happy crafting. Bye for now.